Welcome to our 25th anniversary Charlotte Race for the Cure. We're so glad that you have joined us tonight. And I just want to let you know that this kickoff will be recorded. So afterwards, we can share on our social media. We can send to participants who were not able to join us. But also, so if you missed something, we can send it to you as well. So while we wait for everyone to sign on, we are going to kick it off and let you know that this kickoff, we want it to be interactive. So we have a chat feature that is available. So to kick us off, I want you to test out the chat yourself. So I want you to put in the chat where you're tuning in from. How many years have you been a part of our Race for the Cure? Is this your first time? If you're a survivor, just let us know in the chat. Also, to kick off our night, we are going to start with a giveaway. Like, who knew you would join and already have a giveaway? So everyone who is here, who has already registered for our Race for the Cure, you have been put into a drawing. So we are going to do a quick drawing to see who's going to win our first prize of comb and swag. Janet Brooks is our winner. So excited. So be on the lookout. I will get that in the mail for you this week. So let's just kick off tonight, and I would love to introduce myself. I am Kelly Hendricks. I'm the development manager here with the North Carolina and South Carolina team. I'm right here in South End, Charlotte, and this is my second Race for the Cure. I'm so excited to be here to kick off our season, well, to officially kick off our season because we've had registration open. So I'm so excited to be here, and I want to introduce you to my colleagues. We have Erica Bowles, who is our development director. Amy Charney is our development specialist, and she's also a 6-year breast cancer survivor, and she's our communication guru. She does everything you probably heard from her. Better make sure you join our Facebook group because she's keeping us up to date with everything that is happening. And then we have Marissa Madia, who's also a development manager. So this is our North Carolina and South Carolina team, and we are here for anything that you may need. So as we continue our way to race season, if you ever have any questions, reach out to any of us and we will be happy to help you. So just to give you an overview of what we will be talking about tonight, we are going to start off with talking about Komen and our mission and the impact that we have here in our community. Of course, the 25th anniversary Charlotte Race for the Cure. We're going to talk about the event season overview, which I am sure everyone's ready to know what we're doing this year. So you are on the right kickoff because you're going to find out tonight. We're going to talk about ways to fundraise as well as get connected. And then we're going to close it out with a little Q&A, and we'll have another giveaway as well at the end of the night. So if you are not registered yet, we're going to throw the link in the chat right now for you, and you can register right now for our Race for the Cure. So if you do register though, make sure you throw it in the chat that you have registered so we can get that, get you put into our drawing. So let's just kick the night off with our mission. Our mission here with Susan G. Komen is to save lives by meeting the most critical needs in our communities and investing in breakthrough research to prevent and cure breast cancer. More than ever, this is so important, especially after last year and as we continue to navigate this year. We know a lot of people weren't able to go to the doctor or have different visits or your screenings, and so that is so important that we make sure we do that. So we will even throw in the chat right now a reminder with the link where you can set up reminders for your screenings. As well as we know a lot of people experience financial hardship, so it's just so urgent and more important even now that everyone knows that Komen is here. We are in the community and we're here to help those that we love in our community and be a part of that. And so you may be wondering, how is Komen achieving this mission? Komen provides a 360-degree approach to ending breast cancer. Listed here are 4 pillars of Komen's work, which are research, care, community, and action. The key mission drivers for Komen are innovative breakthrough research, leveraging technology and big data to accelerate discoveries to find the cures and save lives, direct patient support, transforming the patient engagement and care experience to drive better outcomes for every patient, no matter where they live in the United States. We have a patient navigator that's right here in Charlotte, and she's doing such great work where she's helping to truly meet the needs of those in our community. With our advocacy, Komen works on the national, state, and local levels to inform government action to make the broad, systematic, and lasting change we need to ensure wide-range patients' rights to life-saving breast cancer care and continued investment in transformational research. And of course, our community, because of you, because we have our Race for the Cure and we're able to raise funds, we are able to meet these needs and to actually live out the pillars that we have for our organization. And we're making such a huge impact in our community. Komen is the largest funder of breast cancer research aside from the US government. Thanks to our efforts, breast cancer mortality decreased by 40% from 1989 to 2016. And as you can see on the screen right here, Komen has funded more than $800 million in research and provided more than $1.6 billion in funding to for screenings, education, treatment support. So we are making a huge impact in our community. And it's such a good pleasure for me to introduce our speaker, Neil Stallings. She is a survivor. She is a supporter and advocate for Susan G. Komen. She has been part of Susan G. Komen in Charlotte since the inception and since our very first race 25 years ago. So who better than for Neil Stallings to be here to tell us her story and why she supports Komen and our mission. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you, Kelly. Can you see me okay?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay. It is always such an honor and a privilege to be asked to do anything for Komen, and believe me, I do go back 25 years, so it's been a wonderful 25 years being involved with this outstanding organization. So how did I get involved? Well, it was 1996 and my sister found a lump. They thought it was a caffeine lump, but when they did a lumpectomy, it was invasive breast cancer. So she had a mastectomy and tram flap. Now we're very close, so close in fact. Her husband asked me for her hand in marriage. I gave it. So anyhow, at the time she had a 4-year-old daughter, and they put her through a number of different scans and tests, and they found something, and they thought it had metastasized, and they gave her a 5% chance of living. Well, luckily, there are sometimes quirks in these scans, and as it turned out, she was fine. It hadn't metastasized, and she was given a 5% chance of living, and her 4-year-old daughter is now 29, almost 29 years old. Well, I knew I had to do something, and I had seen a flyer that the Race for the Cure might be coming to Charlotte. I picked up the phone, I called the person who had the vision to bring the race here, Penelope Wilson, and I asked a very dumb question. I said, do you need help? And before I knew it, I was full steam ahead with the whole committee. In October of '97, we rolled out the first race. We expected 1,000 people. We had 2,300. We hoped to raise $100,000. We raised $200,000. It was a glorious day and a glorious event. I stayed involved, and 2 years later, in 1999, I stepped up to co-chair the event, the race, and I was diagnosed with my own breast cancer 6 weeks later. Now, the good news about that, as I was going through my treatment and radiation and everything, I would ask people for money. And I would say, look at what I'm going through right now. And I raised a lot of money that year. So, and I wouldn't take no for an answer. So let's fast forward 17 years. And in 2016, I'm diagnosed again, same breast, different breast cancer. I just said, take them off. I don't want them anymore. And I always look for the positive. The positive with this is I haven't worn a bra for 5 years. So that's pretty cool for me. And then a mere 2 years ago, my sister was diagnosed again in the same breast where she had her mastectomy. So we've got 2 sisters, 2 left breasts, 4 breast cancers, 3 different kinds, but one goal: to end breast cancer forever. And by the way, breast cancer doesn't run in our family, nor do we have any of the genes that have been discovered yet. Why do I stay involved? I love Komen Charlotte. I have had the great pleasure of volunteering locally, nationally, and internationally. And every time I volunteer, it reminds me what a gift this organization is to all of us. Kelly talked about the mission of saving lives. That's what we're aiming to do. The research program is fabulous. Komen Stamp has been on all major advances. I am so excited about that. And with the programs, the treatment assistance and patient navigation programs, we're here to help others. So in summary, why do I stay involved? Because every time I go to a race, every time I go to a research luncheon, every time I get a call from a survivor who's just been diagnosed, I can proudly say, this is what Susan G. Komen is doing, and I'm here to help. So thank you, Kelly. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Neil. I mean, if that doesn't get us motivated, I don't know what could. I mean, that is amazing, amazing story. Thank you so much for your continued support to Susan G. Komen and everything you do for our organization. You know, I'm so thankful for you personally. So thank you so much for your support, and can't wait to see you out there on race day. So before we dive into an overview of the season, I know we all have our different motivations and reasons that we support Komen. So I just want to play a quick video to show people all over the world and why they support Susan G. Komen.
Yes. I walk for my wife. For all of my patients? I walk for my mom.
I walk for myself.
I will. So now the funders have to go through what my family went through. What if we all did a little bit more?
If we could raise one more dollar.
Take one more step.
Share one more story.
Imagine the impact we could make.
Towards ending breast cancer.
That's the power of one.
The power of one starts with you.
Power of one more action. Power every one of us has.
When we come together.
As one community.
That's the difference.
And getting closer to
Join us and witness the power of one.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you again to Neil for sharing her story. My name's Erica Bowles, and I am the Director of Development for Susan G. Komen in the Carolinas, and we are so excited for you all and us to celebrate our 25th anniversary Race for the Cure. And I'm thrilled for the opportunity to be here tonight to kick off with you all. While we aren't quite ready for 10,000 people to meet back up this fall in Uptown Charlotte, we do have some fun things up our sleeves to allow you guys to have a hybrid experience on race day. One that will allow those that are eager to get together with survivors, thrivers, caregivers, and supporters to be able to do that. And those that aren't quite comfortable with that yet, we have some ways for you to get involved. Our goal this year is to raise $500,000. So as Kelly already indicated, you should go ahead and get signed up while we're on this call because you could win a prize, but also because we are anxious for you to join this year's race. But before we jump into all of that, I'm excited to introduce you all to a representative from our local presenting sponsor, Novant Health. Novant has been a longtime supporter and has been part of the race since its inception. And tonight, we are fortunate to have our friend, Susana Diaz, here with us to tell us just a little bit more about why Novant is so committed to Susan G. Komen. So I'm going to pass things over to Susana.
Hi, thank you for having me. My name is Susana Diaz, and it's my pleasure to work with Komen into this special event since Novant Health was with them from the beginning, 25 years ago, with each race for the cure, and it was a special time that we all enjoyed. Komen was very helpful to help us, Novant, to be in the community and make impact in our community. We helped the patients that were uninsured to get mammograms, to get diagnostic procedures, clinical breast exam. We diagnosed so many patients, and we always been there for them. And it's very rewarding to work with those patients that are so appreciative, and to have organizations like Susan G. Komen that support our community. We have mobile mammography units that help us going there and start, well, I guess the camera wasn't on. I'm sorry, I think the camera was not on. The mammogram mobile unit help us to reach out the communities in need and see them where they are more comfortable, closer to their houses, closer to the clinics where they go, to the shopping centers where they go, or to the churches. So we are very fortunate to have partnership, to being with partnership for all these many years with Komen, with Susan G. Komen, and with the Race for the Cure. I am very excited to work with Komen and all the community partners to support women in need and help to make the awareness about breast cancer and have early detection and save lives. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Susana, for sharing, and thank you to Novant Health again for your continued support of Susan G. Komen and for your partnership with the Race for the Cure in Charlotte. So I'd love to tell you guys a little bit more about what to expect this season. We hope that you're excited, and we have some fun things on tap leading up to the race day as well as on race day itself. So as we head into the next 2 months leading up to race day, the first event that we have planned is a corporate challenge meetup in late August. So for those of you that are signed up with one of our corporate teams or are considering signing up a corporate team, we have a great challenge going on all throughout the greater Charlotte area, where we're pitting our corporate teams against one another to see who can raise the most in the Race for the Cure. So you'll be getting an invitation to that next week. Stay on the lookout. In September, we are celebrating all of our survivors all month long, and you can look forward to hearing from 25 of our survivors on social media. But we'll also have a chance for you to meet up with fellow survivors and NBC Thrivers in mid-September at our meetup for that group of folks, where we're going to have a subject matter expert on site to be able to give tips and have a great talk about survivorship. When it comes to getting ready for the race, packet pickups are back in action this year. And we're gonna have 3 dates and locations hosted by our presenting sponsor, Novant Health. So be on the lookout for more information there. Now I know what you're really excited about is what's happening the week before race. And that is our first ever Power of 1 Week. So on the first day of Power of 1 Week, it's all about mission impact. It's Mission Monday, and we are going to be inviting you to join us in our Facebook group throughout the day to hear from those on the front line of our mission. On Tuesday, we want to know about your one. Why do you choose to race? Is it in honor or memory of a loved one? Or perhaps you're a survivor or MBC thriver yourself. You'll have the chance to join us on our digital My One wall that day, where you can share photos, stories, and messages of hope. On Wednesday, we are all about community, and that's when we're inviting you into the virtual community kitchen to start prepping your snacks for post-race time with your team. On Thursday, it's all about celebrating, and we're asking you to do that by moving your body at one of our community workouts, where we'll sweat for the cure with one of our partners in the Charlotte area. And Friday, it's time to have some fun. So get outside and use your sidewalk chalk. Let your neighbors know that you're racing on Saturday and drum up some excitement so your neighborhood knows what it's all about. Plus, we're going to have a Flashback Friday anniversary slideshow where you can take a look back over the last 25 years of the Race for the Cure in Charlotte. We'd love for you to pop into the chat and share if there is anything that you are super excited about for that day, and that week, I'm sorry. So when we come to race day itself, we're going to have our digital program starting at 8 a.m. on race day. You'll be able to tune in on Facebook as well as on our YouTube page. And once you're done with that, we invite you to head over to one of our Pink Pathways. So Pink Pathways are a new and exciting opportunity this year. While, as I mentioned before, we can't quite meet all together uptown, but we can meet in smaller groups throughout the area. So what Pink Pathways are basically meetup locations on race day where registered teams and individuals can join one another in a casual setting at public parks, trails, and in their neighborhoods. And Pink Pathway captains, those that sign up to lead a Pink Pathway, are actually going to get a goodie box in the mail from Komen that's going to include a sign that you can put out that day, balloons, and cheer supplies. Plus, Komen will promote the location of your Pink Pathway on our event websites, in our Facebook groups, and through our email communications. So we're going to pop a little poll up here and get some idea if you guys are how you guys are interested in this. Are you interested in being the host of one of our Pink Pathways? Maybe you're thinking, I'm not up for hosting, but I'm definitely up for attending. Perhaps you're thinking, I'm not real sure yet. That's still 2 months away. Or you know for a fact that you are sticking in your neighborhood, and that is quite all right as well. So we'll give you a couple seconds here to go ahead and click on that poll. We'll get the results pulled up here in just a second so that we can see what everyone's thinking about Pink Pathways. Oh, it looks like we've got a lot of excitement around the Pink Pathways and a good number of folks who aren't quite sure yet. And that's okay. You'll get more information coming your way in the next month or so. But for those of you that are already locked in, we are ready for you. So I'm going to pass things back to Kelly now. She's going to talk to you guys about next steps in getting ready for this race day, getting ready for those Pink Pathways, and getting ready for all the fun that's happening on Power of 1 Week. So back to you, Kelly.
Thanks, Erica. I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited for everything leading up, the Survivor meetups, the corporate networking event, the Power of 1 Week, and especially race day and those Pink Pathways. So be on the lookout. Like she said, email me if you're interested in hosting one, or if you just want more information, please reach out to me. I'm excited. Me and Erica, you never know which one we're going to pop in to on race day. So we're super excited. So I know now we've given you an overview. We told you what to expect. So let's talk about the next steps. So the first thing that we need to do is make sure we are registered. Like I said earlier, if you aren't registered yet, now is the time to do it. We're going to throw the link in the chat for you to register. And just like I said, we'll have a prize at the end for another giveaway if you register while we are on the kickoff call. So one of the first things you do, register, then you need to set a personal fundraising goal. And this can be whatever you want it to be. It could be a significant number. It could be how many years you race, or if your mom, a certain age. But one number that we love here is 40, because $40 matters. 40 matters. When you make an ask, you can encourage employees to donate $40 because 40 women in the US will lose their life to breast cancer in an 8-hour workday. Black women are 40% more likely to die of breast cancer than white women. 40% of Susan G. Komen financial assistance requests for individuals in treatment care are basic needs like housing and food. 40% of Susan G. Komen breast care helpline callers are underinsured or uninsured and don't have access to the care they need. The next thing you can do is make a personal donation to kick off your fundraising. Next, connect to Facebook, which we'll learn about that in the next few minutes. Also, personalize your page and tell everyone why you participate. Most of the time, if you connect with someone, if they know your why, that will give them more reasons to give. So make sure you personalize your page and tell everyone. And lastly, download the app. You can actually use your phone right now and use the QR code listed on the screen, and you can download the app. So I'm going to give you a few minutes just in case you have not downloaded the app to do that right now before we go to the next page. So yes, like I mentioned, connecting your Facebook fundraiser, that is such an easy way to fundraise. So I want you to throw in the chat right now. If you've already connected to your Facebook fundraiser, throw it in the chat. And like you can see on the screen right here, it gives you a way to give you the directions of how you can link your fundraiser page on Facebook. So if you have any questions, let us know, we can help you. Then we want to encourage you to invite all of your friends on Facebook, even those that you don't interact with personally. Invite them. We were on a call last week and we helped someone set up their Facebook fundraiser. And in those first 10 minutes while we were on the call, she had to update her goal in that very second. So it's that easy. And by that Monday, she was already up to $500 just by inviting friends on Facebook. Also, make sure you share your fundraiser page regularly on Facebook, just so people can see it and it's always at the top of their screen. And one thing we want to introduce is our new fun initiative is Fundraising Facebook Fridays. So every Friday leading up to the race, oh, I see we got the results from the poll. 67% of y'all, I love it. You've already linked your fundraising page to Facebook. That is awesome. So like I was saying, make sure you link your Facebook fundraiser, and we see that 58% of people are on Facebook. And while that is a huge number, we know that everyone isn't as well. So we have another option of how you can connect is to customize your personal page. And when you do that, update your photo and your story. And when you do update and customize your personal page, make sure to share that with everyone, with your friends, with your family. Email the link out to everyone. Here's another trick. Put it in your email signature for work. So everyone will know that you are fundraising for Susan G. Komen and that you are a part of this year's race. You never know how many people you can get to join your page just from them seeing that. And then you can watch as those achievement badges, they keep piling up. All right now, so we've told you how to connect. We gave you some ideas. So now let's put some fun in the mix. We are so excited to kick off our $100 in 100 hours challenge. Starting August 5th at 8 a.m. to August 9th at noon, we are starting our 100-hour challenge. So if you are interested and to be eligible for prizes, you need to sign up for the challenge. And you can do that by emailing Erica at ebowls@komen.org. Once you do that, you'll receive a new fundraising tip each morning. And by completing the challenge, you will earn an early fundraising button that will be mailed to you in early September. Then you can wear it on race day, show your friends, let them know that you were part of the challenge. I mean, who doesn't like a good competition? So we are encouraging everyone from August 5th to August 9th to be a part of our 100-hour challenge. So as we're wrapping this up right now, if you have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat. And we are going to do our final drawing while we're all here together. So if you registered, make sure that you put it in the chat that you registered while we were on the call. And while we're waiting to get that name, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you for supporting Susan G. Komen. Thank you for wanting to be a part of our 25th anniversary. We are so excited. You know, as we mentioned, we have so many things that are in store for this season, and we are just so glad that you will be a part of it. So let's see who our winner will be. We're still adding, so I'm going to give it a few seconds before we pull the last name. And the winner is Kim Keenum. So I will be in touch this week to get your Komen swag to you. Like I said, we're so excited. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out to the North Carolina and South Carolina team. We are so excited to be here, and we are looking forward to our 25th Race for the Cure. Have a good evening, everyone.